Hello, eager learners. Embarking on the journey of learning a new language is an exciting endeavor, and English, with its global reach, opens doors to countless opportunities. We understand that mastering a new language can seem daunting, but fear not. We're here to guide you every step of the way, making the process enjoyable and effective. In this essay, we'll delve into 32 essential English words, carefully selected to enrich your vocabulary and boost your confidence in navigating everyday conversations. Get ready to expand your linguistic horizons. Let's begin with two words frequently used in the business world, accrual and revenue. Don't let their formal sound intimidate you. Accrual refers to the gradual accumulation of something over time, like interest on a savings account. Think of it as a steady growth or increase. Revenue, on the other hand, represents the income generated from a particular source, such as a business's sales or an individual's salary. It's the money that flows in. Imagine revenue as the lifeblood of a company, fueling its operations and growth. Now let's move on to ledger, a term often used in accounting. A ledger is a record-keeping system used to track financial transactions. Think of it as a detailed journal where every financial activity is meticulously documented. Businesses rely on ledgers to maintain accurate records of their income, expenses, assets, and liabilities. For example, a company's ledger would record all sales made, invoices issued, payments received, and expenses incurred. It provides a comprehensive overview of the company's financial health. Let's shift gears and explore a different set of words. Hogs refer to domesticated pigs, often raised for their meat. Imagine a farm with a pen full of pink snorting hogs. Manure, on the other hand, is the excrement of animals, often used as fertilizer. Think of the pungent smell of manure spread on fields to enrich the soil. Now let's move on to muzzle, a device used to restrain an animal's mouth. Imagine a dog wearing a muzzle to prevent it from biting. Finally, oak refers to a type of tree known for its strong wood and distinctive leaves. Picture a majestic oak tree standing tall in a forest, its branches reaching towards the sky. Section 5. Understanding siege and relentlessly. Let's delve into the realm of conflict and perseverance with siege and relentlessly. A siege is a military operation where an enemy force surrounds a town or fortress, cutting off supplies and attempting to force a surrender. Imagine a castle under siege, its defenders bravely repelling wave after wave of attackers. Relentlessly, on the other hand, describes an action performed with unwavering determination and persistence. Think of a marathon runner pushing relentlessly towards the finish line despite exhaustion. Section 6. The art of knitting and the feeling of tiresome. Let's switch gears to more creative pursuits with knitting and tiresome. Knitting is a craft that involves using needles to create fabric from yarn. Imagine the rhythmic clicking of needles as someone knits a cozy scarf. Tiresome, on the other hand, describes something that causes fatigue or boredom. Think of a tiresome task that seems to drag on forever, leaving you feeling drained. Section 7. Obligations and ought versus prejudices and bias. Now let's explore the concepts of obligation and prejudice with ought and bias. Ought expresses a moral or social obligation. Think of it as something you should do based on what is considered right or proper. For example, we ought to help those in need. Bias, on the other hand, refers to a preconceived opinion or judgment that is not based on reason or experience. It's like having a mental filter that distorts your perception of something. Imagine a hiring manager with a bias against a particular group of people, leading them to make unfair decisions. Section 8. Adorning with brooches and showing curtsy. Let's add a touch of elegance to our vocabulary with brooches and curtsy. A brooch is a decorative pin worn on clothing. Imagine a sparkling brooch adorning a lapel, adding a touch of sophistication to an outfit. Curtsy, on the other hand, is a gesture of respect or greeting typically performed by women, involving a slight bending of the knees and a lowering of the body. Picture a young girl performing a graceful curtsy as a sign of respect. Section 9. The power of shearing, veering, and amidst. Let's explore the concepts of change and location with shearing, veering, and amidst. Shearing refers to the act of clipping wool from a sheep. Imagine a farmer shearing a sheep, its fleece falling away in fluffy clumps. Veering means to change direction suddenly. Think of a car veering off the road to avoid an obstacle. Amidst indicates being in the middle of something. Imagine yourself amidst a bustling crowd surrounded by people. Section 10. Expanding vocabulary, a gateway to fluency. Congratulations on expanding your English vocabulary with these 23 essential words. Remember, language learning is an ongoing journey, and every new word you acquire brings you one step closer to fluency. Keep practicing, keep exploring, and never be afraid to make mistakes. The more you immerse yourself in the language, the more natural and effortless it will become. Now go out there and confidently use your newfound vocabulary.